Panasonic is back in the full-frame game with two new Lumix L mount hybrid cameras, the S1 II and the S1 IIE. At first glance, they look very similar, and in many ways, they are. But under the hood, there are a few key differences that make them fit different types of users. Whether you're a professional filmmaker, a hybrid shooter, or an advanced hobbyist, knowing how these two compare will help you make the right call. Let's break down what both cameras bring to the table and what sets them apart. Panasonic clearly wanted to keep the core of the shooting experience the same between the S1 II and S1 IIE. Both cameras are built around a solid hybrid shooting concept, offering strong photography features while packing in powerful video tools. They both feature Panasonic's upgraded phase hybrid autofocus system. That means you're getting real-time tracking for faces, eyes, and even bodies. And thanks to AI-based detection, this system does a much better job recognizing people in motion. There's even a new urban sports mode designed specifically to handle fast, erratic subjects like breakdancers or skateboarders. It's the kind of autofocus upgrade that makes a noticeable difference, especially if you're shooting fast-moving content. In-body stabilization is another strong suit for both cameras. Panasonic is claiming up to 8 stops of compensation, which is a huge deal if you shoot handheld. For video users, there's a new EIS electronic image stabilization mode that helps correct distortion without cropping into your frame. That's an underrated win, especially if you shoot wide angle and don't want to lose your field of view. Video specs are also impressive on both cameras. You'll find support for internal Apple ProRes RAW HQ and ProRes RAW recording, including 5.8K at 30p and 4K at 60p, all recorded directly to CF Express Type B cards. Dual card slots, one SD, one CF Express, offer flexibility in media handling. Additionally, both cameras support a 2.4:1 CinemaScope aspect ratio without crop at frame rates up to 60p. Design-wise, they're nearly identical. Both come with a 5.76 million dot electronic viewfinder and a 1.84 million dot tilting, fully articulating rear LCD. The bodies feel robust and are rated for 400,000 shutter cycles. One thoughtful touch when you remove the lens, a carbon fiber shield protects the sensor from dust. A small but smart feature for professionals who work on the go. Both models also support Panasonic's ecosystem of accessories, including the optional battery grip and XLR audio module. And if you care about cloud-based or mobile workflows, there's built-in support for Capture One, Frame.io, and Panasonic's new Lumix Lab app, which helps streamline media transfers and mobile edits. Now comes the big question. If both the S1 II and S1 IIE are so similar, why release two versions? It all comes down to the sensor. The S1 II features a 24.1 megapixel, partially stacked full-frame sensor, powered by Panasonic's Venus engine. The design itself for the sensor isn't entirely new in the industry. We saw something similar with Nikon's Z6 III. But in Panasonic's case, the sensor unlocks faster readout speeds, which directly benefits video recording and continuous shooting performance. With this sensor, the S1 II can shoot 4K at up to 120p and 5.8K at 60p, offering extra headroom for slow motion or cropping in post. Panasonic also added a dynamic range boost mode, claiming up to 15 stops of dynamic range in V-Log when shooting at frame rates below 30p. It's not just marketing either. In practice, it makes a noticeable difference in preserving highlights and shadows, especially in tricky lighting. The benefits extend to still photography as well. The S1 II can shoot at up to 70 frames per second with the electronic shutter, and has a pre-burst mode that captures images before you press the shutter button. perfect for unpredictable moments. And if you prefer a mechanical shutter, you'll still get up to 10 FPS in high-speed plus mode. Open gate recording, a favorite among videographers for maximizing sensor use, is also more flexible here. While it still supports 6K 30p like the S1 II, the S1 II adds new options like 5.1K at 60p, and a firmware update will introduce more frame guides to help with composition in different aspect ratios. All of this makes the S1 II a more performance-oriented camera, ideal for professionals who want higher frame rates, faster capture, and broader creative tools. The S1 IIE, on the other hand, uses the same 24.2 megapixel sensor found in the Lumix S1 II. That means no partially stacked design, which translates to slightly slower readout speeds and less flexibility in high-end video capture. You're limited to 6K at 30p, 3, 2, and 4K at lower frame rates compared to the S1 II. That said, it's still a very capable camera. You get 14 plus stops of dynamic range in Vlog and high-speed continuous shooting up to 30 FPS with the electronic shutter. Mechanical shutter shooting still hits around 10 FPS, which is plenty for most situations. For video work, the S1 IIE supports open-gate 6K recording and full ProRes internal capture, something you wouldn't expect in a camera that costs less than $2,500. And like the S1 II, it supports all of Panasonic's Pro accessories, cloud services, and mobile tools. So, while it might not have the same raw power as the S1 II, the S1 IIE covers nearly all the same ground for a lower price. It's a fantastic option for creators who want professional video features without stretching their budget. Both models will be available starting late June. The S1 II is priced at $3,199, while the more affordable S1 IIe will cost $2,499. That's a $700 difference. Not insignificant, especially when you consider that most of the design, software, and core features are the same. If you're already invested in Panasonic's ecosystem or looking to step up your hybrid shooting game, both of these cameras are strong contenders. But here's the deal. Go for the S1 II if you need higher frame rates, faster performance, and maximum flexibility in both stills and video. It's built for pros who shoot a lot and need speed and dynamic range. Choose the S1 IIE if you want to save some money and still enjoy 90% of the same experience. It's perfect for creators, solo shooters, and enthusiasts who don't necessarily need 4K 120p or pre-burst features. Panasonic hasn't just made a cheaper version of the S1 II, they've created two solid tools tailored to different users. So, depending on your priorities and workflow, either one could be the right choice.